Shalom, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahawashi, double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Honors to all you brothers that are doing this work in truth and in sincerity. All right, so I want to go into a lesson on brothers enduring and knowing that if we endure, we're going to get that spiritual power. So you brothers that are feeling faint, feeling a little weak, never to worry, all right? This is Galatians 6 and 9. And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. That's right. And we're sowing to the Spirit, so we're going to reap life everlasting. And you have to believe in that, okay? So brothers that are starting to faint, starting to get weak, get weary, you got to shake that off, all right? This is Hebrews 6 and 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, and that you have ministered to the saints and do minister. Yeah, so the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, because we're servants of Yahawashi. All right, and if you're a good servant, you're going to be rewarded handsomely, as the old saying goes, man. All right, the Heavenly Father and his Son, they're not like Esau, all right? You work day and night, and then you get pennies, all right, for your work. All right, we're going to get an abundant treasure, all right, which we already have abundant treasures in his truth, all right, having faith. And then it's going to be that faith that we have is going to get us through all of these trials and tribulations. And once we get past that, we're going to have a kingdom, an everlasting kingdom, as joint heirs with Yahawashi, okay? All right, this is Zechariah 12 and 8. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. Yeah, that's right. So, a brother who's always getting plagued with demons, and, sometimes you feel like you're going to get overcome by him. All right, you feel like you don't have a lot of strength. You might not be the strongest reader, the strongest speaker. You're looked at as feeble. Well, in that day shall the Lord Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. So you're going to be as David, which was a mighty man, all right? And the house of David shall be as God, and the angel of the Lord before them, and as the angel of the Lord Yahweh before them, Salakia. That's right. So the house of David is going to be as God. We're going to be gods on earth. And it's going to be manifested that the Lord is totally dealing with us. Matter of fact, let me get Psalms 82. Let's hit that real quick. Psalms 82 and 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. That's right. So we're gods. We're gods on earth, meaning the ultimate powers under Yahweh and Yahawashi on earth. That's what is going to be manifested, starting with our apostles and elders, or starting with Peter. All right, whoever Peter is in the spirit, and then the rest of the 12, and then the rest of the 144,000. All right, the governing body of the new world, because Esau is the end of this world, and Jacob's the beginning of it that followeth. And Jacob is you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, in which you're going to be included in it, even if you don't make it on this side. You're going to come back through the loins of the elect, pertaining to Romans the 11th chapter, so all Israel shall be saved. All right, I got one more precept. This is Isaiah 40 and 28. Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting power, the Lord Yahweh, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary? There is no searching of his understanding. Yeah, because man faints, but the Heavenly Father doesn't. All right, he's unlimited energy. So if you put your trust in him and his Son, you'll be okay. That's how you tap into that power source. All right, he giveth power to the faint. Yeah, let me look up that word faint. Hold on. Well, Salakia. That's not working on my phone. He giveth power to the faint. Lord's will, I'll paste it in the description box if I edit it on my computer. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. And pretty much, we've looked it up before. Faint pretty much means weak. So the Lord will give power to the faint, to the weak, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. Yeah, so he'll increase your strength. First and foremost, mentally, and also physically. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. That's right. That's that what? That's spiritual power. And the Lord is going to give us that spiritual power so long as we endure into the end. So, you know, brothers who are going through it, all right, you feeling weak, you feeling faint, hey, shake it off. All right, just keep enduring, because it doesn't matter how weak of a state you are in, a faint of a state you are in. When that time comes, if you endure unto the end, the Lord is going to renew you. So hopefully that was edifying, and shalom.